Today is January 12th, and today's quote is entitled Perfection, and it's a quote from Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada says, "Have full faith, you will reach perfection." So, obviously, a lot of us think we won't reach perfection. We look at our faults, we look at our contamination, and we think, how is it possible to be Krishna conscious? And faith, ado shraddha, faith is the beginning. So, if we don't have faith, we're not going to move forward. In the introduction to the Gita, Prabhupada says, theoretically, accept it. Even if you don't believe it, accept it, because some faith is required. And so, when we are giving Krishna to other people, what we're really doing is giving them faith, or trying to give them a little faith in order to listen and hear. Now, Prabhupada said, the message, the mantra, the prasadam, it works. It's not that we have to make it work, but it works. All we have to do is execute the process. So if we lack faith, sometimes what we're saying is we lack faith in ourselves to execute the process. As long as we don't minimize the process, then we're okay, because minimizing the process, that's an offense to the holy name. To not have complete faith in the chanting, that the mantra itself is not effective. That would be an offense. If I feel so fallen that I can't chant without aparad, and therefore the mantra has no effect, that's true. It's not necessarily a lack of faith in the mantra. But to believe that the mantra cannot purify me, that's a lack of faith. To believe that Krishna consciousness cannot purify me, that I cannot become a pure devotee if I properly execute Krishna consciousness, that's a lack of faith. And so Prabhupada's saying, if we don't have that faith, then we're not going to execute Krishna consciousness with any kind of enthusiasm. Why would we? Because we don't believe it's going to work, or even we don't believe it's going to work on us, then we wouldn't do it. So in order to be enthusiastic in Krishna consciousness, in order to be determined, we have to have faith. Otherwise there's no impetus. We're not going to try it because we're going to say, it's not going to work for me. So why should I do it? So faith is, what is faith? It's a belief in something that you don't have tangible experience of now. And where do you get that faith? You're getting that faith from superior persons who are telling you that this works, who have traversed the path, who are turning around and saying, I've been there, it works. If you follow this process, you will also end up there. And as Prabhupada often said, it's really not a question of faith, because Krishna says in the Gita, Shraddho Maya, that we're all made of faith. Faith is a function of consciousness. It's just a question of who are you going to put your faith in. So, from my experience, what I can share with you is that faith is it's essential to, I would say, to extrapolate faith from your own weakness, so you don't allow your own weakness to pollute your faith, and think that somehow or other you're some special being that can never become Krishna conscious, because that's not our siddhanta, and it's not a reality, because as spirit soul, you already are pure. It's just you're covered. So I think the problem for many devotees is that we've been so long away from Krishna consciousness that it doesn't seem natural, and our conditioned life seems very natural. And therefore often we lack faith because we're so used to not being Krishna conscious that we can't even imagine being Krishna conscious. We don't have faith that we could be. It seems so unnatural, when in fact it's who we are, it is natural. So we need to flip that around. And if we flip it around, that will help our faith. And the other side of faith, or the additional nuance of faith, is don't give up. If you lack faith, you give up. If you have faith, you continue. Even if you don't see the signs, even if you feel you're not becoming Krishna conscious, don't give up. Because you have faith, you will be. Therefore, you won't give up. So faith is essential. to continue with determination and enthusiasm. And then you ask, where does faith come from? From association, from hearing, and also from experience. By applying Krishna consciousness properly, you get faith. If you apply it improperly, you don't get much realization, if any, and if you don't get realization, you lack faith. So experience of the positive power of Krishna consciousness, taste, realization, that's where faith comes from. It's tangible, it's real. Krishna's speaking to you, he's guiding you. You're experiencing that. You're tasting something special. It's not material, it's not a material taste. That's where faith comes from. Proper execution of the process will bring faith because it brings realization and experience, which then confirms that faith and strengthens it. Hare Krishna.